There's a saying, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. And from the outside looking in, you probably haven't seen much. Perhaps you've only heard of the cornfields and corn heads. Those are here, and here to stay. But look closer, and you'll discover where corn meets road is a group of people who make this place called Lincoln awesome. Here, strangers are welcomed as friends, and travelers are treated as locals. A place that when you leave is somehow unexpectedly on your mind. Like other growing cities, we've got it all. Award-winning local breweries, captivating museums, curated fine art, innovative cuisine, charming shops and boutiques, a rich tradition of sports, and a diverse selection of entertainment. Experience is what matters. And community, well, that's our pride and joy. It's why 297,622 people, and counting, call it home. So when you come to Lincoln and discover everything this big little town in the Midwest has to offer, remember, with every interaction, moment, and experience you have, don't just look. See.
Hello and welcome to Out and About. I'm Diane Gonzalez. The temperature in Lincoln has been below zero and above 60 lately, but there are plenty of fun activities in the capital city to enjoy no matter what the weather. Jeff Mull from Visit Lincoln is joining me now. And Jeff, we're here in the morning. This is odd.
This is early for you and I.
Yes.
Usually we're like a mid-afternoon, late afternoon taping of this show, but it's a Friday. It's about 10:30 in the morning. You and I are talking about our weekend plans, but there's a lot going on in the month of March coming up, and we've blazed through the month of February.
Did. Well, February is a short month.
Yeah.
We're taping on the very last day, which of course is the 28th unless it's leap year. But March Madness starts tomorrow.
Super excited for March Madness. The month of March gets here, and you know what March means? It's state high school basketball tournament time. This is probably one of my favorite times of the year. You know, you talk about Christmas being your most wonderful time of the year. I love March Madness because we bring people in from across the state for both girls and boys basketball. The pageantry, the reunions of communities, to see the student athletes compete at the highest level for a state championship is magical.
And just watching the fans is fun, too.
Oh my gosh. And you know, we always order up Chamber of Commerce weather for both of these weeks, but you know what? There's always a day or two in there that just messes on the snow side a little bit.
Yeah, the weather's been a little freaky, a little undecided lately, so we'll cross our fingers. But the girls will be here in just a few days, March 5th through 8th at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Devaney Center, and Standing Bear. And then the next weekend, the boys are here at Pinnacle Bank, Devaney, and Southwest High. So
yeah, it's a lot of fun, and thanks for Lincoln Public Schools for having the third place games at both Standing Bear and Lincoln Southwest. It's good to get back into those schools.
All right, good luck to all the teams. Only one can win, but they're all winners. Yes, they made it here. They made it to Lincoln.
Right. There's no participation trophy, but you still you participate in a special event, and I just done this a few times, and it's just fun to see each and every year.
Speaking of being on top, we're going to talk about our Lincoln Stars. 34 wins, the first team to qualify for the Clark Cup playoffs.
It's been a while since the Stars have been at this level competing. They've always been in Lincoln. They're a mainstay for hockey and entertainment. Got a tough schedule coming up in the month of March. We'll welcome the folks from Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, and the Kearney team, the Tri-City Storm, will all be at the Icebox.
There, Tri-City Storm, I see them. That's okay, they're based in Kearney?
Yep.
That's right, I knew that. So USHL's Anderson Cup standings has our Stars at number one in our hearts.
Number one in our hearts, and they've had at least 2 or 3 sellouts this year, so tickets are getting a little bit harder to come by. Get online today and buy your tickets for the month of March, and a lot of great hockey action.
Okay, and if you want to get on the ice at the Ice Box, the Realtors Association of Lincoln is hosting a family skate night.
Yeah, all proceeds will benefit the Food Bank of Lincoln. The event will be at the Ice Box. Great chance to go out and not necessarily push one of your friends into the boards and get into what they call a scrum in hockey worlds, but get out and try to skate. It's a little bit more difficult than you think.
Yes, it is, especially when you get a little bit older.
Oh, right. Yeah. Falling's not a great idea at that point.
The John Breslow Ice Hockey Center has also been a great addition to our ice sports here in Lincoln, and they do have public skate we want to remind people about.
Yeah, and I encourage people to get over to the Breslow Ice Hockey Center website for times and availability. Great opportunity in both venues to learn how to skate.
And then there's a special event at the Breslow called Cosmic Skate. Cosmic Skate. This one is an evening event that's kind of sounds like the old time roller rink, you know, where they have the music and the lights.
Right,
yeah.
the disco ball, you know. As if it wasn't more difficult already to try to ice skate. They're going to throw some lights and music at you and make it kind of a party atmosphere.
Fun. For me, it would be mostly falling and clinging to
That's
yeah,
me.
clinging.
That's even on roller skates. I just wasn't a roller skater. I could put on
love
myself on a
roller skating.
skateboard because it's just this and you go,
Yeah.
but not roller skates.
All right.
You roller skated
Oh yeah, I used to love the roller skate.
backwards?
I tried. I could never do backwards,
Right.
but I could go really fast.
Good.
Then try to stop
Uh-huh.
by hitting the wall.
Yeah, that's a little bit more.
Speaking of sports where I would injure myself, we're going to talk about BMX. Beginners only open house is coming up.
Whether you're new to BMX or just looking for a fresh alternative to some traditional sports, this event is perfect for you. Tour the facility, the BMX facility, Star City BMX, which is just south of Oak Lake, just across Charleston. Great destination for some national competition, but your chance to go out and experience BMX racing.
Now it is free, but you'll want to reserve a spot to check out the BMX racing. And then already their opening racing day starts April 6th.
It does. Come out and race or just watch. More information at usabmx.com. Lots of great things coming to BMX in Lincoln in the 2025 season.
That whole area is,
It's happening.
yeah, it's happening. All right. Did you ever do BMX?
No.
No.
I had a Schwinn Scrambler with a banana seat and a
Oh,
reflector on the
wow.
back. I was more kind of that concrete kid, right?
You are pretty cool.
It was something. Still hanging in my mom's garage.
That's just like brings back so many memories,
does,
doesn't it?
it does.
Banana seat. You had me at banana seat. Okay, we're going to talk about several runs that are coming up pretty quickly as we go through here. James Arthur Vineyards is hosting a Lucky Charms 4K. This challenge benefits girls on the run, and it features Lucky Charms inspired challenges along the route.
As well as your entry fee includes green eggs and ham, cinnamon roll, and a glass of wine, cider, or milk at the finish line.
Well, who doesn't have a glass of wine with their cinnamon roll?
And you're going to start things with Lucky Charms, and you're going to go through that. This is a great idea and should be a lot of fun. 4K challenge at James Arthur.
Just a couple days before St. Patty's Day.
Yes,
So,
yes.
All right. The Spring Forward Run coming up March 22nd at Antelope Park is the Lincoln Track Club's first event of the year. And the Run for Hope Venture, Run for Hope, presented by the Hope Venture. Crazy costumes, donuts, and they're raising money to bring education to children in India and Bangladesh. So get out there and do some running,
Yes.
or hop on your bike and head out to Branched Oak.
You betcha. You betcha.
This sounds like such a cool thing.
Yeah, the Orbital Odyssey happening at Branched Oak, inspired by the Backyard Ultra format where endurance meets strategy. Riders will compete in a 12-mile circuit every hour on the hour. The race continues as long as 2 or more riders remain, and only
Wow.
one will emerge victorious. So this could go on for a while,
Right.
but the Orbital Odyssey at Branched Oak Observatory, great way to go see something special at Branched Oak Observatory and be a part of a neat rider experience.
Yeah. Check-in is at 7. You can hit the track at 8 o'clock and put yourself up against the best.
Yeah,
All right.
it's gonna be fun.
Another event at Branched Oak is, now, the name is a little confusing. This is not a chance for you to show how messy you are. It is the Messier Marathon. I'm just guessing on the pronunciation
You got
there.
it. You got it.
Because the Messier objects are a set of 110 astronomical objects cataloged by the French astronomer Charles Messier.
This is the Messier Marathon, Branch Oak Observatory. Tell Matt Anderson and Brett Bowler and everybody out there that we sent you. This is going to be a lot of fun to learn about some astronomical objects.
They're going to try to see all of them during this marathon.
Oh, yeah.
But you probably won't be able to see all of them yourself. You're guaranteed to see a bevy of galaxies, nebula, and star clusters.
And if you're raising your hand out there, because I'm going to challenge you, raise your hand if you've not been to the Branch Oak Observatory. Like Diane's one. I know there's a few people listening right now. One of my favorite new attractions in Lancaster County.
All right, and an old-time favorite out at Holmes Lake Park, the Hyde Observatory free programs continue. They change monthly, so you'll want to make sure you get out there at least once a month to check out what's up there in the sky. All right, the Great Plains Games Festival is back. This supports the nonprofit's mission, the nonprofit being the Great Plains Gaming Project. Gaming is so big right now.
It is, and this event that's happened before at the Lincoln Marriott Cornhusker features a colossal library of over 1,000 games. That includes a swap meet, score amazing prizes, or check out vendors. A lot of great board games from your days gone by, your childhood.
Right. We just had Monopoly and Scrabble, nothing too exciting.
No Life at your house?
I've played Life, but I don't think we had one, no.
But if you played Life, you had to be in it for the long haul. It's not just like a 45-minute one and done kind of thing. So.
Well, my sister and I could make Monopoly games last for days.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a couple expos now. Two of my favorite things, babies and dogs. We're going to start with the babies. Courtside Banquet Hall is hosting the Babe Lincoln Expo.
Yeah, meet top-notch professional service providers, discover community resources, and indulge in some great shopping. The Babe Lincoln Expo sounds like a lot of fun for the entire family.
I would just go to see the babies. So.
Right.
Yeah. All right. 2 days of dog-friendly family. I'm having trouble talking today. I haven't had enough coffee.
It's early.
Dog-friendly, family-oriented fun at Sandhills Global.
It's a mouthful.
It is.
Visit the vendors or find your new best friend at one of the most popular animal rescue type organization events. All about responsible dog ownership, entertainment, games, training demonstrations, and of course, plenty of shopping. I love my dog expo. Bring your dog, look for a dog. It's all about the dogs.
All about the dogs. All right. The 64th annual Gem and Mineral Show is also coming to the Sandhills Global. And this is, if you've never been to one, we had them come into the show one time and had a huge amethyst. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, this year's theme is Petrified Woods of America, hands-on activities, exhibits, demonstrations, a Nebraska gem dig, mineral identification, and a fluorescent display. If you've got a gem or a mineral or a rock that you think is something special, take it to this event, put it in front of the professionals. They'll tell you about it, its origin, how old it is, what it's made of. This is a cool event that has, like you said, a great history in our community.
And it's a great hobby.
It is.
Getting
Simple.
involved in gems and
Yes.
minerals. Yes, they're everywhere. All right, you know we can't go a show without talking about birds. This is Return of the Thunderbirds, and it's kind of a collaboration between the Indian Center and the Spring Creek Audubon.
And when you look at the origins of Return of the Thunderbirds, it's the return of the thunders, bringing rain and renewal, the return of migratory birds as well as blooming native plants. Very much a family-friendly event at the Indian Center. A lot of great heritage and culture out there. They're going to have music, dance, food, arts, kids games, something for the entire family.
You can join our Native American friends in giving thanks to the thunder for providing rebirth with rain and thunder.
Love it.
That's great. All right, Lux Center has a really fun event, Who What Wednesdays, and this is a monthly event to bring together diverse voices from across Lincoln.
Yeah, hosted by the Lux Center for the Arts in Turbine Flats. The Dynamic Speaker Series provides a series of artists, entrepreneurs, musicians, performers, and writers to share their ideas and experiences. Give creative insight, and if anything, stimulate you to expound on a lot of things that you want to talk about along these lines.
There is an artist in everyone.
There is.
Even you, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
National Quilting Day, March 15th, is your chance to view everything at the International Quilt Museum for free.
Love the International Quilt Museum, 33rd and Holdridge. Start the day at the International Quilt Museum. Learn about their exhibits, their
Maine, Angels Theater Company is presenting, and this really hits home here in Nebraska.
It does. It's the story of Rob McLeod, who's confronted with a threat underneath his land. He and his entire family discover how fragile and endangered their bonds will become. It's an award-winning play, as you said, by Nebraska playwright Laura Leininger Campbell. Should be a lot of fun. Very deep topic at the Carson Theater.
That's right. Can the way of life that many people grew up with continue?
Right.
For
We hope
future
so.
generations. It's a big question
Yes, it is.
in Nebraska and other states like Nebraska. All right. Fun time at the Lincoln Community Playhouse. They're presenting Waitress, about Jenna, a waitress and expert pie maker stuck in a small town in a loveless marriage. Oh, that sounds terrible, right?
Sounds horrible. She has an unexpected pregnancy. Jenna fears that she may have to abandon the dream of opening their own pie shop until a baking contest in a nearby county and the town's handsome new doctor offer her a tempting recipe for happiness. What does this sound like to you?
It sounds like a musical.
It sounds like a Hallmark movie to me, right? This is a lot of fun. I love the topic. I think it's going to be fun, full of emotion, and hopefully a happy ending.
I think this is the one Sarah Bareilles was
Yes.
in
Yep.
Broadway, big
Yep.
Broadway
Yep.
hit
Yep.
with this one. Okay, we're going back to the classics with The Tempest at Nebraska Wesleyan, Shakespeare's play of deception, wizardry, and romance.
Yeah, it includes a shipwreck, entourage ashore, allowing the sorcerer's daughter to encounter other humans for the first time in her memory, surprises, magic spells, one of Shakespeare's great plays, The Tempest, at Nebraska Wesleyan's Miller Lab Theater.
As usual, he just threw in a whole bunch of stuff in there.
It's a hodgepodge.
But it all works out
It
in
does.
the end.
It does. Yes.
Okay, Tada Theater is having a fun show. It's called Pete and Keeley. It's a musical comedy that premiered at Carnegie Hall. Well, the new version premiered at Carnegie Hall in February. And as usual, Bob Rook is right on it. So we know what? Sonny and Cher, John and Yoko.
Famous musical couples.
Famous musical couples. Well, these two were America's swingin' sweethearts, Las Vegas headliners Pete Bartle and Keeley Stevens.
That's a nice build-up that you did right
There
there.
we go.
They're going to reunite for a live television special set in 1968. Here's the kicker. They hadn't seen each other in 5 years, so things aren't necessarily going to go right.
Yeah, from what I hear, they had a big breakup at
Yeah.
Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
So,
Oof.
oof, could be messy.
Vegas.
But again, probably a musical.
Exactly.
A musical comedy. All right, let's move on to music. Who doesn't love the music of Star Wars? And LSO is bringing out the best.
Yeah, some of the most iconic movie scores of all time, The Mandalorian, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, and all three trilogies of John Williams' Star Wars set of movies. Dress up as your favorite character. Now, if I challenged you, what are you going to do?
I would be Princess Leia. I played Princess Leia once with bagels on my ears.
I could see it. I could
And
see
you?
it. You know, back in a parade back in the day, our scout troop or Blue Jays troop, whatever we did, we were stormtroopers. We had the stormtrooper helmets. But most recently, there's been a character by the name of Darth Maul,
Yes.
which I think's appropriate. If I was to dress up for
Yes.
this, face paint, let's go Darth Maul, double lightsaber. It's going to
Is
be
it
amazing.
spelled the same way?
You bet it is.
Whoa, distant cousin?
There's a tattoo coming one of these days. If I get brave enough, I got to put Darth Maul on the shoulder or something.
You have a dark side to you, Mr. Maul. Okay, let's get back to the script. The
Yeah.
Augustana Choir Tour Concert is coming to First Plymouth.
Yeah, the 51 Voice Ensemble, known for innovative programming and musical excellence, will perform 6 concerts in multiple states, Nebraska being one of the multiple states.
Very lucky to have
And the
them.
tour will collaborate with local high school choirs. Love it when somebody comes in from the national, bridges the gap with the local entertainment, and they put on a great performance.
This choir was established in 1931, so they've got a centennial to celebrate.
That's amazing.
Coming up in not too long.
Yeah.
All right. Arts from the Soul has 2 concerts at First Presbyterian. The first one, March 23rd, features Dr. David Von Baron, the assistant university organist and choir master of the Memorial Church at Harvard.
It's a lot.
Yes.
That's very prestigious honor
is.
to have him here.
And then April 11th, the Tesla String Quartet is presenting For the Trees. So
It's going to be a lot of fun over at First Press. Always doing some great music activity.
FPCLincoln.org is where you can find out all the information. And now for something completely different, we have a paranormal cirque coming to Gateway.
Cirque Italia is presenting a brand new show for a mature audience, so it's a little more
Little racy
stronger
from the way it sounds,
storyline.
yeah.
The innovative horror story features an incomparable storyline. The only thing you can be sure of during this unique experience is that you will not know what to expect. They've had this at Gateway in the past, and you'll see the big tent out front if
Yes,
they do
it's
it
a
out there.
big white and black big top tent.
Yeah, very European style flair. For more information, go over to Paranormal Cirque, CIRQUE.com.
It may be hard to divide reality and illusion. Sounds.
Better be ready for it.
You better be
Right.
ready. April 4th through the 7th.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, that's our list. As usual, I had to leave out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's some good musicals and program and plays that the local high school theaters are doing as well. So there's some really good talent here in Lincoln at our high schools as well.
Yeah, and it's a good kind of transition to, I always want people to get over to our website, lincoln.org. Like, we just touch maybe an 1/8 or a 16th or a 32nd of the amount of things that we're doing in Lincoln when it comes to live theater and music and a lot of the great entertainment. Lincoln.org, click on events, and you can actually dial into what you're looking for, whether it be music or theater or whatever. So love our website, love what we're doing, and just love the input from the community on our list.
Do you have as I said, we're taping the last day of February. Do you have a pick for the Oscar winner?
I don't. I'm going to turn that back on you. You're probably more in tune with that than anybody. What do you think? No?
I have no idea.
No?
No, I don't.
There's a lot of good stuff out there.
I'm going to try to see The Brutalist tonight,
Okay.
which is 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
You better start early.
Yeah.
It's a long show.
Well, I'm sure there will be plenty of fabulous dresses and suits being worn, and
Yeah.
it's always fun to watch.
It is fun to watch.
So anyway, okay, website.
Lincoln.org. You can give us a call at 402-434-5348 or stop down to our visitor center at 7th and P. Things are really picking up with the warmer weather. You know, if you've walked by our visitor center before and you wondered what's inside, just stop and say hi and pick up something, challenge us to give you something new and unique for your days ahead for entertainment.
And Darth Maul, could he make an appearance there, you think?
I think that'd be so cool. That's so cool.
Okay, the idea has been planted.
Yes.
Thank you, as usual, Jeff, and have fun at the high school basketball tournaments.
Yeah, appreciate your work, Diane.
All right. As we go to break, we're going to take a look at all the great events coming up at our Lead Center. And then Tim Savona will join us from Pinnacle Bank Arena and Pinewood Bowl. Stay with us. Welcome back to Out and About, and with us now is Tim Savona, the General Manager of Pinnacle Bank Arena and Pinewood Bowl, and you had a busy day yesterday.
Yeah, it's been a really fun week. Really fun week. We've launched some of the pre-sales for the AVCA volleyball event. It's been really popular. The demand's been strong, and just super excited to get this event here to Lincoln this summer.
American Volleyball Coaches Association is bringing its tournament here August 22nd through the 24th. This is going to be the first 6 matches of the 2025 college volleyball season, and they are right here in Lincoln at PBA.
Right here in Lincoln, they're big names, they're big brands, they're great historical teams. The Huskers are going to play twice, Friday and Sunday. So it's bound to be really exciting. We're in a phase right now as we sit here where we're going through some various pre-sale offerings, and then whatever is remaining of inventory for tickets will go on sale here in the next week or two.
Right.
So yeah, keep an eye out for those things. Just something we're so excited to bring to Lincoln. Visit Lincoln was a big part of that. Working with the AVCA, it's going to be a special weekend.
Yes, it is. 8 teams, of course, Nebraska, and then some of the biggest names: Stanford, Penn State, Pittsburgh, Creighton, Florida, Kansas, and Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I understand the NCAA granted waivers for this event to happen the week before the season officially starts. So
Yeah, that's my understanding. I think they call it week 0. So it's like a week before the season officially goes, to your point. And what's neat about it, too, is it's before football starts. So all these matches are expected to be nationally televised. So it's
Wonderful.
great exposure for the sport. Obviously, it's good exposure for us here in Lincoln, and our brand of what we are is the Huskers and PBA. But just for volleyball fans, across the country, to have a nationally televised event like this is going to be special.
Nebraska is the home to the volleyball. It
Right,
just
they
is.
are. Indeed,
It
indeed.
just is. And the chances of seeing the eventual national champion,
Yeah, pretty good probability.
yeah, could be one of those
Yeah.
8 teams.
Yep.
So, all right. Good job landing that one. That's going to be great for
Team
Lincoln.
effort. Lot of people involved in that.
All right.
A lot of
Well,
people.
let's talk now about Husker basketball. The season's kind of winding down. The UNL women are 18-10, and their tournament starts March 5th. Men 17-11. Their Big Ten tournament starts March 12th.
Yeah, the women had a great home season. I think they have, as we sit here now, I think they play on the road one more time, and then they'll go to the Big Ten tournament. The men, we have a home game, 2 left. Probably by the time this airs, that one's gone, so we have 1 left, and then they'll go to the Big Ten. But the women seemingly are comfortable to make the NCAA tournament. It sounds like the men are on a bubble, depending on what you
Right.
read. But seemingly, if they win a couple games and they do a little bit, I think they're going to be in. That's my prediction. They're both going to make the NCAA tournament.
Hope they both get in, and we hope the men finally get that elusive NCAA
Yeah.
tournament win.
This is the year.
This is the year.
This
you
is
can
the year.
feel it.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. We're counting on that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the rest of the schedule at PBA. We've got some rodeo coming. The Pendleton Whiskey Velocity Tour is bull riding.
Bull riding, yeah, PBR bull riding. Tons of fun, family fun. Super awesome date on a Saturday night at the end of March. They do an awesome job. They have a lot of pyro and music and a funny rodeo clown that's out there entertaining the fans. It's an annual staple that people really love. And when it's in the spring like that, it's extra fun.
Yes. And then April 18th and 19th, another dirt event. We talked about dirt last month. The Monster Jam is coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll leave the dirt in or not for that couple of weeks.
Well, you told me it's 2 different kinds of dirt.
It is, but sometimes the base can be recycled. Good memory, by the way. Yeah, good memory.
I was fascinated by the
Yeah.
dirt conversation, yes.
Yeah, the Monster Jam requires a lot more dirt, a lot more
yes.
because of how it packs. But yeah, another awesome event, annual staple. We do 3 shows over 2 days. Family fun. It's loud, so if you come, bring ear protection for your little ones. But it's pretty neat to see those trucks up close and personal. I've been doing this a long time, and it never wears on me to stand by one of those trucks and see how huge they are. I mean, the tires are like 6-7 feet tall off the ground. Just the tire. It's crazy.
No, I'm assuming they truck the trucks here.
Yeah, they trailer them in.
Yeah.
They have semi trucks and trailers and all kinds of sorts.
Wouldn't that be cool to just see one driving down the highway?
Yeah, you'd be shocked at how much body work happens behind the scenes. I mean, when they go off the arena floor, they're getting worked on all the time, almost like a race car. Just fixing the shocks, the brakes, and tweaking it. I mean, those guys are working pretty much around the clock on those show weekends. It's an unbelievable sight.
Well, should be a fun time. And then a few days after that, Mercy Me is coming. Got to get all the dirt out for a concert.
Yeah, we'll have to get it cleaned up and straightened out for Mercy Me. Zach Williams is opening for Mercy Me. Also Sam Wesley. Zach Williams is a headliner in his own. Headlines a lot of theaters. This show's doing great. We had it a couple years ago with different support. Mercy Me is very popular, and I mean we've oversold what we did last time, and last time it did very well, and we still have almost 2 months to go. So it's going to be a really, really good night. Our Christian content has been performing really well.
Great. Okay, a new announcement, May 3rd. Dynasty Combat Sports is back with its spring brawl.
Yeah, these are good guys. They've worked with us pretty much since the building opened. We always do an event in the spring, early May, and then we always do one in the winter, early December typically. They're good people, a lot of local fighters. There's some professional fighters on the bill. Just good entertainment if you're into the MMA scene. They put on a really good show, and we're grateful for the partnership they give us.
Another concert then coming up August 1st with Creed.
Yeah, Creed, this is a big show. Creed, 90s rock, Awesome support on this too with Daughtry and Mammoth Wolf Van Halen. Creed sold out pretty much their whole summer tour in 2024. So we're really grateful to have them coming to us in 25. The show's selling a lot of tickets. We just look forward to having it. It'll be a good one.
Comedy returns to PBA with one of the best, Nate Bargatze, on September 11th. Are there still tickets available for this?
There are, yeah. I mean, so Nate Bargatze sets up in the middle of the arena floor, and you sell the whole circle. So we've sold a lot of tickets. It's very, very popular. It's not till September, and we continue to sell large amounts of tickets every day. He's just really relevant. He's got a lot of specials on Netflix. He's on Amazon Prime with some different specials. Real family-friendly comedy. He's hilarious, very relatable. That show is going to be enormous. It's already enormous if we had it today. It's only going to grow for the next 6 months.
Do you usually get to meet the folks who come in?
Sometimes, yeah. We try not to bug them. You know, you want to respect they're working, and everywhere they go, I'm sure people want to meet them and talk to them. So we take a lot of pride in giving them that privacy and space. But we try to also give them like a gift and say hello, thanks for being here, welcome to Lincoln. At some point, it's usually like a 2-minute quick little handshake. So we try to do that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you never know.
If you do that, tell me if he says anything funny.
Okay.
Okay. And the final show we want to talk about right now at PBA is Jason Aldean, coming up September 18th.
Yeah, I mean, big country name, right?
He's been here quite a bit, hasn't he?
I don't know. He's been here once. It's been a while. He hasn't been here in a long time. I don't know how many times, but I think it's been 6 or 7 years. But, you know, world-class entertainer. Everybody knows who Jason Aldean is. He's got some good support on here. It's going to be a heck of a fun night. And, you know, we encourage people always, you know, get your tickets, get them early, because when we get the tickets in, it gives the partners confidence in the next show. So it's kind of like playing with house money. So the sooner we get the tickets in, the sooner they feel good about things, and we can move on to the next show and keep bringing more and more stuff.
Like
That's our ask. That's our
domino
PSA.
effect.
Domino effect.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we're going to go outdoors to Pinewood Bowl now. 6 shows is what I count so far, starting June 13th with Billy Currington.
Yeah, Billy Currington, fun country artist, good fit at Pinewood. It's nice when we can do shows like this out there that are a little bit more, you know, country leaning or more pop. I don't want to say pop country, that can come across the wrong way, but you know, newer wave. He's a lot of fun, good performer. Great way to kick off our season.
Okay. One of my childhood favorites, I would say, growing up in the 70s, Chicago.
Chicago.
June 17th.
Chicago's awesome. We've had them, been fortunate to have them a few times. They're just one of those bands that everybody wants to come see when they're around. Easy listening, you know all the hits. They're here, you know, every 2 or 3 years we try to get them here just because the people want to see them and they keep coming out. So.
I think I told you they were originally Chicago Transit Authority.
Yeah, you
But
did.
the real Chicago Transit Authority made them change their name. Yes. Yes, I know all these
trademarks.
fun 70s facts. Okay. August 2nd, Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Do they have rainbow kittens? That's my serious question for today.
I don't think so, but maybe. They're a pretty popular band. They've been around a little bit.
I love the name.
Yeah, they have a couple hits that are really, really strong. They don't tour a whole lot, so this is a really kind of eclectic get for us. It's an exciting show. It's definitely a unique opportunity to see a band that isn't really out a whole lot. So yeah, and it's selling well. People are excited for it.
Okay, a few days after that, Weird Al. We've been talking about Weird Al for a long time because he was announced a long time ago, but not many tickets left for that.
I feel like we've been talking about Weird Al for a really long time.
I could talk about Weird Al all day, but that's
Look,
neither here nor there.
This show's got less than like 300 tickets available. It's gonna sell out. It's been like this for a while. It keeps trickling, but yeah, it's gonna be unless something different happens, it's probably gonna be the biggest show of the summer. It's crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of fun. Awesome. He's a good entertainer. It says a lot about his abilities and his fan base
And his longevity.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, no kidding.
Weird Al's been around a long time.
Long time.
All right, August 23rd, great show coming up. Indigo Girls and Melissa Etheridge together. Yes, we are.
Yeah, this is another. We have a couple of these examples at Pinewood this year where it's kind of like 2 headliners on one bill. These are 2 just phenomenal artists, well known, well versed. I think it's an awesome fit for Pinewood Bowl, and it's a Saturday night. I don't know what more you can say. It's awesome.
It's going to be beautiful. All right, September 27th then, Three Dog Night and Little River Band, and another show with 2 headliners. And it's getting a little late in the season, so you cross your fingers on that one.
Yeah, that always makes us nervous. It has the potential to be absolutely perfect or, snowing. Probably not snow in September, but we'll trust that we're all living right and it works out. But yeah, 2 headliners again, a fun band, Three Dog Night, tons and tons of hits. Little River Band's a blast. I assume it'll be our last show of the season as far as the timeline goes. And if it is, what a great way to close it out. But you never know.
Again, 6 shows so far. Remind me how many you're shooting for?
Oh, we always shoot for 10 to 12.
Okay.
And it's been a weird Pinewood year so far. I think we're going to announce 2 to 3 Pinewood shows in March.
Great.
I think we'll announce one next week, and then we have another 2 kind of that are probably going to happen. It's just a matter of when they announce. So that would put us at 9. We have another 5 or 6 shows holding that are kind of in the balance. We feel pretty strongly about getting to 10. 12 or 13 is very realistic. It's just weird that we don't have a better feel for that at this time of the year. It seems like everything's kind of like moved into the 3rd and 4th quarter. That's kind of been the wave of the booking style this year. PBA, it shows the same thing. The first 6 months of the year are kind of unique and quieter, and once we hit August, the last 6 months of the year are gangbusters. As we sit here today on roughly March 1st, I think we're going to announce 4 or 5 PBA shows over the next 4 to 5 weeks.
Great.
So there's a lot of content getting ready to come out here in March for the summer and fall months. So a lot to look forward to. Keep an eye on our website. Sign up for our email newsletter so you don't miss out. And come out and visit us, and if you want to go, buy the tickets now, and let's get on to some more shows.
There you go. And of course, I wanted to thank you again for holding July for the annual Pinewood Bowl musical.
Oh yeah, those guys are
that's
fabulous.
Really special time in the community.
Yeah,
so.
they do a phenomenal job with that play every year. Hard work, a lot of volunteer-based work. Really
Lots
really
of
special.
sweating.
Yeah, really. Yeah, and it's it's important for the arts.
Yes.
And I'd be remiss. I know you talked about it with Jeff, but state tournament season is upon us.
Right.
It's a blast. It's great for downtown. It's awesome to welcome all these people in from across the state. To just have a residency in Lincoln for a few days. It's an exciting time of year.
Well, have fun.
Thank you.
All right. PinnacleBankArena.com and PinewoodBowlTheater.com are the websites to check out for all of the information. And that is all for this edition of Out and About. I want to again thank Jeff and Tim for joining me. After the show, we'll run a full list of all the events we talked about today. So thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out and about.
There's a saying, it's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. And from the outside looking in, you probably haven't seen much. Perhaps you've only heard of the cornfields and corn heads. Those are here, and here to stay. But look closer, and you'll discover where corn meets road is a group of people who make this place called Lincoln awesome. Here, strangers are welcomed as friends, and travelers are treated as locals. A place that when you leave is somehow unexpectedly on your mind. Like other growing cities, we've got it all. Award-winning local breweries, captivating museums, curated fine art, innovative cuisine, charming shops and boutiques, a rich tradition of sports, and a diverse selection of entertainment. Experience is what matters. And community, well, that's our pride and joy. It's why 297,622 people, and counting, call it home. So when you come to Lincoln and discover everything this big little town in the Midwest has to offer, remember, with every interaction, moment, and experience you have, don't just look. See.